This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Memo here. For those of you that have been subscribed for a while, earlier this year I picked up Xtransbots Locke from the Chosen Prime. And my copy definitely had some issues with breakage, just like everybody else. So, without any hesitation, the Chosen Prime has sent me the replacement, the Locke 2.0, or reissue, however you want to say it. So this is going to be a review. I'll put a link up in the right hand corner for the original review so you can watch it, just to see how I felt. This is going to be a comparison, just to go over the changes and improvements that they've made. It might be a little bit lengthy. I am not going to go over the transformation, but what I will do is I will put a link in the description to Peg for Life's channel, where he did transformation both to alt mode and back. It's like an hour-long video. So rather than have you guys suffer through me trying to manage this, we're just going to do a comparison. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to look at is the instructions. Now, truth be told, I think I got frustrated enough with the first set of instructions that I threw them away, just because they were garbage. These, in my opinion, have been improved. They've included the instructions for the two weaponizers, weapon masters, which were not in the original. So that's a very nice improvement. And I think that they did improve the instructions as far as transformation, because you got clear descriptions and showing step by step with highlighted colors exactly what each step does. So in my opinion, from what I recall, this is a vast improvement over Locke 1.0. It's thicker too, FYI. You do get the collector's card, which we got before. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Pictures are the same stats, but it's in the box. We did get a booklet of the upcoming and modern releases that they have planned for the future, which I'm still up in the air on as to whether I think they will actually meet their timetable, but it is nice that they included it. I definitely have that guy pre-ordered, that's for sure. So I'm going to do my best to keep 1.0 on the left and 2.0 on the right, just for organization's sake. But there are differences to the accessories. First accessory we'll take a look at is the tail. So it's the same mold and sculpting, but you can see there is a difference in color. The old one is a lot darker. It's not coming through very good on camera, but the new one is a lighter shade. Hopefully that's showing up for you. Both nicely done. They both have the same articulation, just there's a color difference. But this was done rather well in the first release, so no big issue there. They both come with two sets of hands. You got the normal sized hands, and then you have the oversized bigger hands. They all have the same articulation. The difference is, and we'll show this when we have them in bot mode, but the 1.0 hands seem to have some paint on them, whereas the 2.0, they have a glossy style plastic. It's really hard to discern the difference, but you might be able to tell there. different shades. So that is a slight difference. As far as the guns, 1.0 is much lighter and more plain than 2.0. Plain has this nice silver metallic look to it, whereas 1.0 is somewhat more of a bland gray. Both are painted, both are the same sculpt, but there is a color difference. So just be aware. They do both look exceptionally well though. They both come with the crown, the flat head top. Neither one of them fits exceptionally well. That is still a problem, but if you look closely, the 2.0 is a lot cleaner than the 1.0 as far as body lines and imperfections. So that's a nice improvement. As far as the weaponizers, these, in my opinion, are done a lot better. The eyes are not as bright, but with the instructions now showing us how to transform them, what confused everybody on this one was this pivoting piece on the leg. Everybody's like, what the fuck? You can't move it all the way around. You're not supposed to. So they did simplify them, or not simplify them, but they did include the instructions, and they did fix tolerance issues. The legs don't want to pop off as they did before. They've definitely improved these two. They don't feel like an afterthought anymore, but they feel like they are a proper inclusion. The ones that they included, there is a paint color difference on the eyes, as you can see. The 2.0 has a deeper blue and it's metallic, and it's the same for both. And with the old ones, the tolerance issues were so bad, this one even broke just trying to move this piece out. You're supposed to move it out and pivot, and I can't even do this one. This one's going to break too if I try it. Well, maybe not. But this one was so tight that it broke. And their legs, yeah, see? Slight turn, and they pop. The new ones don't do that. So let's get down to the faces. With 1.0, you got a total of 4 faces. You got the stern face, which is what is actually on my 2.0 right now. You get the cigar face, which I think I actually prefer the 1.0 because it's, as you can tell, it's a shade more gray. Not quite as bright, but the cigar itself is a lighter color gray. And the eyes, they look more stern, to be honest. And then both included happy face. Again, you can see the difference in color with the white and the gray. And here we have 1.0 and 2.0. And right off the bat, you can really see the differences. So for example, the green on the back window was just a light blue. You can see the color difference here, where this section is not painted and included in the windshield, where it is on 1.0. Overall, this one does go together a lot better because there are added tabs that were not present on this one. I mean, as you can see with the gapping here, it's not present there. So you get a lot cleaner, body lines. Now, full disclosure, this guy isn't perfect. I actually had 2 breakages with the new one. You definitely want to handle these with care. The first one was a shelf dive because of my damn cat, but the second one was definitely me not paying attention and taking my time. But as you can see, it holds together a lot better. It's easier to manipulate into place, and just all around looks better. And there are some slight color differences. If you notice, this is a little bit more gray of a blue, grayish blue. And yeah, these just in my opinion, 2.0 definitely holds together a lot better. Not to mention, yeah. So here we have versions 1 and 2 side by side. And there's a couple obvious differences, mainly how tall the windshield is on both. This is a little bit of a grayer color. Painted abs, white kneecaps. Aesthetically, that's about it. Well, if you go to the back, the dome on his backpack is painted on version 1, but not on version 2. And here's where mine broke, unfortunately. I should be able to fix it. It's a clean break, so some super glue will probably take care of that. But aesthetically, that's about it. Now, build-wise, there's a few differences. So, for example, you can see on the top of the chest the different mounting mechanism that joins the windshield together in alt mode. Another difference is inside of the sides. Yeah, that happens too. Inside of the flanks here, these pieces on this version are just essentially sitting there and being held in by this piece, which pivots. Nothing structurally. Now they've added pegs, and I'll put a picture up, that join these together that give you a great amount of stability. Also, on the back here, I'll put up another picture of this one. This has motion because it's on a slider. What they've done to eliminate that is, on him, they've put a peg down below, and that allows for no up and down movement on that joint, which greatly improves the stability also. So with 1.0, because of that slider, you get this, and that just adds to the problem. With him, no movement at all. So stable, so much better. Another improvement is the backpack. If you notice the pegs that hold it in place, on this one, there's not really any definition. And also notice the way that the head panel joins to the back. There's just 2 little pegs. On the new one, what they've done is they've redesigned that peg so that it goes down and actually locks into place as it's intended. And on this section, they added a cutout and a different pegging mechanism so the head actually stays in place. Tremendous difference. Inside the arms, I'm going to put up a picture. With him, it was just during transformation, it was just a piece that you flipped around to bring the arms from inside of the chest to out. With him, they added a slider. So the collision between the wheels and the arms is greatly eliminated. So much better. And I'll put a picture of that up. In the legs, one drastic improvement. On the new version, you have this lock right here that actually locks the leg in place. So as you turn the knee, as you bend the knee, it stays in place, keeps its shape. So nice. The old one, if you can see, there's no locking mechanism. So when you bend the knee, it's just relying on these two pegs, and you try and bend it, the knees are so tight, it just pops that joint out, untransforms the leg. So they've eliminated that problem altogether. Vast improvement by Xtransbots. It just blows me away, the difference between the two bots. And the fact that they were able to issue this twice in 1 year with that kind of engineering improvements is just astounding. So, again, I want to say thank you to the Chosen Prime. They did not have to provide me with this replacement, but they did. No questions asked. They simply sent it to me. This guy, I think I'm going to transform him one last time and then glue him into alt mode and put him on my alt mode display. But definitely he is going to be my new Shelfbot Locke. I just got to get his butt glued back on, and yeah, much better. I cannot say how impressed I am with the differences that they've made, improvements that they've made, and the fact that they gave everybody a free copy. Good on you, Xtransbots. Way to come through for your fan base. That is amazing. So, thank you to the Chosen Prime. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. These are 3 easy steps that you can do that will definitely help my channel grow. Remember to be a positive member of the community, and I hope to see you again next time.